Yes guys, the second culture similarity between Uganda and Zimbabwe is visiting the bush, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'll let her talk about it.
Hello and welcome guys to the Mawejje family. It's your girl Precious.
And it's your boy Rogers.
Yes guys, today we have come with an exciting and amazing video. We are going to be talking about the culture similarities between Uganda and Zimbabwe. By the way, in our previous video of culture shocks, if you haven't watched it, go and check it out. You guys in the comment section were saying, instead of bringing the culture shocks, why can't you tell us the similarities in the cultures? So this is all about today's video. I'm going to be showing you guys the similarities that exist between Uganda and Zimbabwe. So guys, if you're ready for this video, make sure you subscribe. If you're new here, if you're a returning subscriber, we love you so much. Make sure you like this video, guys. Liking is not paid for. You just like, comment in the comment section. Let's get into the video. So we have about 5 similarities with us. The first similarity is on marriage procedures. So tell us how you do it in Uganda.
Yeah, guys, when here in Uganda, for example, when a lady is ready to get married, first of all informs the auntie. Then the auntie, it's the man to go to the auntie, we call it kuchala, takes a few things just to introduce themselves or yourself as a man to the auntie. And now it's the auntie to tell the parents of the lady that your daughter is ready to get married. Now they prepare for kwanjula. Now it's a man where the man goes to pay the bride price through kwanjula. So it's called the kwanjula. That's how, after kwanjula, then that is a wedding. That's the 3 simple steps when you want to get married in Uganda.
Yes guys, that's the same way as well in Zimbabwe, but different names. In Zimbabwe, it's the same thing. When you're ready to get married as a lady, you also go tell your aunts, you visit the aunt with your boyfriend. You see that you want to get married. It's the jobs of the aunt to tell the parents of you that, you know what, your daughter is ready to get married. After that, we have what you call Maroro or Lobola Day. That's what you call it in Zimbabwe, but here you call it Kwanjula. In Zimbabwe, it's called Maroro or Rora Day. After that, you can have your wedding. So you can see that it's almost the same thing, but different meanings, like different names. So tell us in the comment section, what do you do in your country? If you're coming from another country, what is your procedure? Do you do the 3 steps we do in Zimbabwe and Uganda, or you do a different thing?
Yes guys, the second culture similarity between Uganda and Zimbabwe is visiting the bush, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'll let her talk about it.
Okay guys, I'm sure those who are from Uganda, you know what it means, visiting the bush. By the way, I heard people talking about it, and I was like, visiting the bush, do you visit the bush in Zimbabwe? I'm like, to go what? To fetch firewood, to do what? You see? Until I said, you know what, I'm going to search it for myself. I actually realized that also in Zimbabwe it's there, but we don't use that name. In Zimbabwe, guys, this is so funny. In Zimbabwe, I'm sure it's ladies who understand this, and maybe a few men who are stubborn. I know there are men who know a lot of things. In Zimbabwe, they call it kudonza nsewe. You see, if you hear someone or a lady saying pulling your ears or kudonza nsewe, just know that in Uganda it's called visiting the bush. So that exists between both countries, because I was shocked, like, what are they talking about? In Zimbabwe, it's also there, but different names. Now,
the other thing, if in your country, maybe you are not coming from Uganda or Zimbabwe, and you also visit the bush, or you do kudonza, please put it in the comment section. We want to know if we share, the similarities between that as well.
I'm even embarrassed.
If you didn't understand it, please
go ahead to Google.
Don't even Google.
Yes guys, the third culture similarity between Uganda and Zimbabwe is when visiting parents in the village. Most of the times when you're coming from the city and you're visiting home, I don't know how it is, but people expect people from the city to come with a lot of things. They think people from the city, they have it all. That's how it is in both cultures. So in Zimbabwe, when you're visiting your parents, maybe after some time, you are expected to bring some good things. Either things for your siblings, for your parents, you go with some things. Then when you are returning back to the city, if you are living from a village where they farm a lot of things, they pack for you some goods. They pack for you in Zimbabwe, maybe maize. They pack for you a lot of things that you can return to the city with. I don't know if it's the same with Uganda.
In fact, it's the same in Uganda. And also in Uganda, of course, it's the same. I'm not going to repeat. You have to take sugar, bread, whatever, as she has mentioned. And also, when you go to villages here in Uganda, they expect that you are the one, you're a billionaire, you're a multi-millionaire. Everyone you want money from you. That's I don't know if it's also happening.
Yeah,
that
you
side.
have to leave some kids with some money, to.
Yeah.
You need to have money to be spending and flashing out and giving kids and sort of like that.
Yeah, it's almost the same.
Yes, guys, so put it in the comment section if you do the same in your country. If you're not coming from Uganda or Zimbabwe, tell us in your country, how do you do it when you're visiting your parents after a long time? Do you just go empty-handed, or you bring something, they expect something from you? What do you do? When you're returning back, do they pack something for you, or you just go back the same way you came?
And also, do you flash some money to the people you find?
Yes.
Or you are stingy?
Put it in the comment section. Now we are going to the next similarity, which is, by the way, this similarity, we are going to correct something on our first video that we did of culture shock, that we said in Zimbabwe we eat chicken legs, chicken feet, chicken intestines, everything, but in Uganda they don't. By the way, I saw from the comment section of people on that video that it's not everyone who don't eat those things. They said maybe in the northern part, in the western part of Uganda, people eat chicken legs and chicken feet. By the way, I also have a friend who told me that he once visited the northern side. When he reached there, they prepared for him the best soup that he has never seen in his life. After eating the soup, he asked the person that, what did you put in this soup? He said, this is soup for chicken intestines. Meaning it's eaten there, by the way. That's one of the culture similarities as well.
Yeah,
Some parts of Uganda.
But in central here, we don't eat chicken legs, chicken intestines, or chicken heads. So
they don't
but
eat
in
bats.
other parts in Uganda, they do eat that.
Yeah, we found out from the comment section from the previous video.
Yeah.
So if you didn't check it out, make sure you check the culture shocks.
Yeah.
That's when we realize that actually there are other people from other parts of Uganda that do eat those things. So it's almost similar with Zimbabwe.
Yeah, and also if you're coming from those parts that eat chicken heads and legs, please put it in the comment section just for confirm that what we are saying is true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes. So now another similarity, culture similarity between Uganda and Zimbabwe is the local markets for cheaper things. We actually found out that in Zimbabwe we have places where when you want to buy cheap things, you go. We have called Musika, like those local markets where you can go buy things in bulk at cheaper prices. People might not buy in supermarkets because they know maybe tomatoes. If you want tomatoes, you go there to those local markets. If you want veggies, you go to the local markets. If you want this, go to the local markets. So we have places that we actually go to buy cheaper things in Zimbabwe. For example, me from Mutare, we have what we call Sakuba. Musika market, you go there, you find everything, and you can buy in bulk at cheaper prices. I don't know here in Uganda.
Yeah, even here in Uganda. In fact, here in Uganda, we have a belief that if you want, for example, tomatoes, if you want them fresh, or those kind of vegetables fresh, don't go to supermarket, go to a local market.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to get something cheaper and fresh. So we believe in local markets here as well as you do.
Yeah.
So if, for example, you're coming from a different country as well, let us share together. If you believe still in the local markets where you go and buy all those things cheaper and fresh,
or you buy from supermarkets,
or for you buy in supermarkets mostly, put it in the comment section. Want to know, want to share together and see if we are different or we are also similar with you.
Same. Yes, guys, our last culture similarity between Uganda and Zimbabwe is on the shared food but different beliefs. As you know, most people, in Zimbabwe, our staple food is sadza, that is maize meal, meaning every family, almost people eat maize meal every day. They eat sadza every day. But in Uganda, their staple food is matoke, right?
Yeah.
Matoke, which is plantain, is also eaten in Nigeria. They also eat maize meal, by the way, but just a different belief. What do you believe about
in
that?
fact, saza or maize meal in Uganda is believed to be eaten mostly in the villages when there is hunger, or they eat it in prisons or in boarding schools. That's where they eat saza, or we call it kaunga, or we call it maize meal or posho. So in Zimbabwe you find that they take it as their staple food.
By the way, I was worried when I came here. I was like, how can you say my staple food? You eat it in prisons and in boarding school. You see, we share the same food.
Yeah.
They also eat posho. They call it posho here or maize meal, but it's eaten differently. You can't find a family eating posho every day here in Uganda. It's not possible. But in Zimbabwe, every day, if someone sleeps without eating sadza, they don't feel okay. You see,
that's very true, and I'm sure in preparations. It's prepared differently. In Uganda we prepare it different, and in Zimbabwe they prepare it different. But still it's the same meal, meaning we share that in common.
Share that as well. Yes, guys, so that was our last culture similarity. Tell us in the comment section as well, among all the points we brought, if you do the same thing in your country. If it's different, tell us. If it's the same, tell us as well. See you next time in your next video. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe, like this video, guys, comment in the comment section. We love you.